the love of God, you creaky son of a bitch. Oh, no, I don't even know where he is. Is that him over there? Nope. So they were all chasing me earlier, and I sort of just ran into my house because I didn't want to bother with them. But they've been creaking about. Oh, there you are. You sons of bitches. So loud the whole time, would not shut the fuck up. Get off the tree so I can kill you. Dude, really? You're gonna make me parkour over to you? Ass. And in the meantime, let's cut down this retarded tree so there's no more parkouring trees. Trees parkouring on other trees. Are there any more creakers who might creak a lot? Because I'm done with the creaking. I think I got them. There were like 12, and I was like, yeah, nah, I'm okay. The anima thing is still as fun as always. Literally the only thing leveling up faster than mining is anima. And mining is still on top just because I mine so much more. I don't do this very often. If I wanted to, I could make it surpass mining. But I only do it like every rare once in a while. I don't do it with every tree, and I don't do it regularly. And the only reason I'm doing it is because it's fun. It really has no purpose beyond it's fun to do. So, also, shit, that's not enough. I need like 32 pink flowers, I think. So, wow, where is this lag coming from? To get a player skull on the altar, one of the easiest ways, I believe, is just making Vasky's skull, which is, I believe, 32 pink flowers inside inside the petal apothecary, I think, and then 32 pink, like, what are they called? Petals, I mean, not whole flowers. And if we can get Vasky's skull and put it up on the altar, and it functions like a player skull, that would be awesome. If not, I do know that drinking bottled mana has a chance to spawn like your skull, like you just kind of drop it, which is cool, but it does have a chance to maybe potentially kill me at the same time, so I'd like to avoid that if possible. There's some, like, none of them are really meant to kill you. They're all just supposed to be, like, wacky, silly, fun, but there are some, like the one that throws you really high up into the air. It's totally possible, like, you might take damage on your way back down, something like that. I'm going to mark this real quick. I don't want to forget that there's a bunch of flowers over here. Flowers. Because later when I'm looking for, I'm going to be like, oh man, there's this place with a whole bunch of flowers. I just can't remember where it is. Now, problem solved. You're welcome, future me. You are welcome. We have white, orange, oh perfect. White, orange, pink. Oh, there's a light blue and a cyan. So we're missing light blue. Oh, and brown. We're missing light blue. That's interesting. I never made my wand. Oh, fuck me. The whole time I meant to go chop trees and I really didn't do that at all. I did that a couple episodes too. A couple episodes ago, I was trying to make something and said, oh, I'm gonna go make this thing, and then I just didn't. The thing that I want to do today is I want to get this room sort of decorated like all the other rooms.
Pretty easy.
Oh, it was like the first episode when I went to make the storage room and then ended up making my bedroom. And I was like, so this isn't really what I was going for. And I'm like talking about the bedroom and stuff. And I'm like, I was watching that video back and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? That's not what I was making something else. Why am I talking about this now? That's just what happens when you record super, super late. You just forget what's going on. I like that. It's very yin-yang. I usually go for like pink and one other color. Or blue and something. I don't know. But that's super cool. I kind of like the black and white. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Enough thinking. What am I doing? I can't remember anymore. I got excited with the ding, 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 ding. I think that might have been it. Oh, can we make a runic altar? We need mana pearl or a mana diamond. Dude, this might be the one time that I use a mana diamond over a mana pearl because I have not seen any endermen, and the 2 endermen that I have seen, I killed and have dropped nothing. Oh, fuck me. Am I really considering this? I'm so considering this. I'm so considering using diamonds. Oh, that sucks so much. There's no fucking enderman anywhere, man. Wait a second. Oh, I have to make a diluted mana pool first, don't I? So, diluted mana pool. Bing. And then, do you have to make, can you go straight to Endoflame? You can't. Oh no, you have to start out with passive generation. Wow, that sucks. I don't know if the flowers work underground, so I might have to go above ground, put some mana in the pool, upgrade to a better pool, put some mana in that pool, make some Endoflames, or make the red and brown mana petals, and then come downstairs and make the Endoflames, which sucks. I don't want to have to do that. But in the meantime, just one more thing before this episode ends, and that is I want to design the coarse dirt. Botania has coarse dirt, doesn't it? Oh, it has trodden dirt. Oh no, coarse dirt. Fucking, there it goes. Why did that not show up when I typed coarse? Coarse. C-O-A-R-S-E? C-O-A-R-S-E. That's weird. Yeah, I knew you could make coarse dirt. Anyways, let's take a nap. And then, oh, it's not nighttime? Oh, must just have become daytime then. Oh, maybe not. Whoa! That was a little shocking. Dum! Just means that there's like, well, I was gonna show you one, but none have spawned. They're just like these giant golem things made out of various materials where you can, oh dude, I could totally get a whole bunch of wood from a wood golem if one shows up. That'd be an easy way to get a whole bunch of wood. No, shush phone, shush, don't you ding ding ding. Don't you dare ruin my recording like that. Okay, so what am I doing? First step is mana pool, and then Okay, so theoretically, that is step one. We are actually missing a couple of pieces, but basically, this is our source mana pool, right? And you put just a little bit of mana into it. We'll put like a fourth of the pool's mana worth in. You know, we could fill it up if we want, and then it'll really last for a while. We wouldn't have to worry about it. But the idea is put bore lenses on. Put bore lenses on each one, and grow spruce trees, and it will go across to here, right? And then, so it'll go across to here, and then this one. That's not what I wanted. This one shoots into there. This. Does that work? Yeah, because it's on top of it. That works, yes, because it just shoots whatever it's attached to, I believe. So anyways, so it shoots over to this one, and then this one shoots over here, and then this one shoots over there. Shoot, 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 shoot. That one's fucked up. Oh, it still barely hits it. That's so funny. I could fix that, actually. I just need to tower up. And it makes its way all the way up to this one. No, not this one. Makes its way all the way up to that one. And then that one shoots it over to the pool that's on the very top. And that one is attached to a spreader that shoots down into this pool, right? So it's a full circle. Boom, 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 like that, okay? So that's our full circle. Now, a mana spreader that shoots into a diluted mana pool doesn't really lose any mana. What it's losing mana from is just the course of the shooting, because you naturally lose a little bit of mana every time you shoot. But you lose it really is a small amount of mana that you're losing. So, like I said, if we fill the source pool all the way up, you know, we don't have to worry about it at all. If we fill it up maybe a quarter of the way, then, you know, it's not something that we have to worry about at that point, you know. So we can kind of fill it up to however much we need it. That's step one. After that, it gets a little complicated, but the basic idea is once it spreads around, right, and it breaks all the stuff, we get a hopper hawk, one of these, to pick up all of the saplings and logs that have dropped and put it into a chest. And then that chest will then drop some of the saplings, and a Renin carpus, which is one of these, will then will take the saplings that have been dropped and plant them on the dirt, okay? After it plants the saplings on the dirt, the tree grows. So that's a fully functional tree farm, because the saplings get used up, the logs don't get used up. So if all we wanted was the logs, that's it, we're done. And we could even make two. We could make one for mana, one for logs, and we could make three. One for mana, one for logs, and one for charcoal. If we had pipes, we could just sort of split it off into three separate chests. I don't know if there's a way to do that with what we have. We could just sort of say, okay, a third of the logs, or every third log is for mana production, every third log we keep, and every other third log is turned into charcoal or something. I don't know. We could. Is there a way to do that? I don't think there's a way to do that, but that's a thought. But more likely than not, we're going to have 3 copies of the same tree farm. One making just wood, one making just charcoal, and one making the mana for us. And this is the mana one that I'm focusing on right now. Actually, now that I think about it, I bet you could have a little golem do it for you, carry the shit around, and do all that. Actually, we might just have a golem make our tree farm for us, like when we get to that point. Anyways, besides the point. And because this is kind of early game stuff, you know? I say early game, but you know what I mean. I don't have to really dig my way through Thaumcraft, for example. So anyways, after the Rhenacarpus plants the saplings, again, they just grow into trees. If we have agricarnations, which is one of these, they grow pretty quickly. But again, these take mana. So we could also just let them grow naturally, and then voila, they've grown naturally. We didn't spend any mana on it. But if we want to, we can. The logs can go into a furnace and then be picked up by another hopper hog so that it can feed some exoflames, right? So the idea is, there's like a little circle area, right? And another hopper hawk so the logs go into a furnace, get pulled out of a furnace by a hopper, and then get dropped on the floor. A Rhenacarpus picks it up and then goes and puts it on the polished andesite, right? And then exoflames all the way around pick up the andesite. What am I saying? Pick up the coal that is dropped, and then they turn it into mana, because that's what they do. And then, give me a second, let me eat before I starve to death. After they turn it into mana, they can do one of three things with it. They can shoot it off to the source pool so that there's always enough mana to keep up with that little bit of loss on the tree farm. They can shoot it to the agricarnations so that the tree farm grows faster, and they can shoot it to, where else can they shoot it to? They can shoot it to exoflames so that the furnace cooks all the food mana-wise. It's not cooking it with it's not cooking it with coal or anything like that. And we can even use a munch stew, which is kind of difficult because you need a rune of gluttony. But again, cake is probably the hardest thing in that recipe. A munch stew eats leaves and creates mana. So we can have the munch stew nearby, eat the leaves, some of the leaves, not all of them, eat the leaves of the tree before the tree gets knocked down. And we can't have it eat all the leaves, of course, because then we won't have any saplings to replant the trees. But, so that's kind of how the whole thing works. And then what we can do is we can siphon off the extra mana, and we can, for example, put it into a minecart and just have the minecart go woo all the way down into our little area, which would be really cool because, I don't ever use minecarts. That's not how you spell minecart. Minecart. I don't ever use minecart. So a minecart with a mana pool, that seems useful. That actually seems really useful. And yeah. So that's kind of the plan. And then once we do that, we should have a good enough mana setup and a good enough sort of just setup in general. We can section off, we can just get a mana pool or even a mana tablet. Where is it? A mana tablet. Cannot find the mana tablet, which is nice, not a complicated recipe. So I was worried that they might have changed the recipe. But yeah, we can just get a mana tablet and fill it up and drop it off in the mana pool for the Julume or whatever it's called. And we can just have it sort of powered like that. And so we would have to stock it up all the time, but it doesn't use a lot of mana, so it's not really something that I would have to worry about. It's just maybe every once in a while, just be oh, how much mana? Oh, it's half full, And to drop the thing in, it would take 20 seconds. I would do it once a play session, if that, not a big deal. I'm gonna go now because I'm tired and clearly rambling on way too long. I'd like to thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I will see you later, YouTube.